Hey YouTube, and welcome to Silent Code Dev. Welcome to day 46 of becoming a front-end developer from zero. So if you're new to my videos, I'm basically uploading a video of myself trying to doing front-end, trying to become a front-end developer. So trying to do projects. And lately I've been working a lot, so I don't really have that much time, and so some of my videos you might see me tired because I often do this after work, and yeah, so it's hard because I don't have that much time and stuff, but I always try it, right? So in the last video, I made a lot of mistakes here. So I used documentation to try to understand, because I looked here and I'm like, okay, so the current target is the parent, right? So when I say target and I click, it's going to give us the entire div element containing all the different selectors or classes. And target is, okay, so target is the parent and the current target is what you actually click within. Yeah, so current target is what you actually click, and target is the entire div, right? And that's what I have here. Because if I click it thing, I'm gonna get the specific thing. So this is wrong, because I don't need to have target here, right? Because I mean, I need to have this one, right? But I don't need to have this. What I need to do is I need to so if target contains add card console log, just want to see. Yeah, so it's working here, but it's not gonna go here. So this is showing that this is working, right? Because we are looking for this add to cart button. But we need to see if it contains the amount changer, which is hidden right now. But if it contains, so we are clicking this, we want to alright guys, so that's the thing that's confusing me, because I'm like, okay, when I click this, right, when we click this, we want an action, right? We want something to happen, because we are tracking it here, right? If target classes contains add to cart button, we want an action. So what do we want? We want to get the amount changer, right? So target contains amount. So const amount changer class list or toggle. So something like that. I'm not really sure. Obviously it's wrong. Let me see. Yeah. So we're not even getting, because I know I do something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. So see. Oh yeah, it's the item. Okay, because we are already here in the item, right? We have the item here, so we want to store the query selector amount. Something like that. Yeah, so yeah. Class list. Okay, so I'm doing something wrong. Ugh, okay. I think it's supposed to be like that. But yeah, we need to add a dot here. There we go. Okay. Oh my god. So we want to, yeah, because this is the entire div, right? And we are having this, so we are already inside of it. And target is gonna target the exact thing we're clicking, right? So if we click here, nothing's gonna happen. But if I click here, it's gonna correspond with this, right? If target classes contains add to cart button, which it does when I click this, we are going to toggle this, right? We are putting this in a variable, the item, which is the entire div, because we have each item, and then query selector is like the class, then which is this one and that. So we also need to hide the add to cart button. So what I do is I const add to cart button item query selector add to cart, like that. It just looks cleaner to have it like this, and add to cart button class list toggle. Right, so it's gonna be like that. I see. Oof. Look at that. And then we need to have something like, if I click this one, okay, so we need to make those clickable. Yeah, we need to do something like that. So if this is 0, or if it's like 1, and then we click this one, we're gonna go back to add to cart. So I need to think about that logic. But so far this is working, so that's good. Okay, so it's gonna be a lot of work. I guess I can just copy this class first point. So I guess I can just copy paste this. So yeah, guys, I was scared to start this project because I know it's huge and I don't feel comfortable with it. So maybe it's too big for me, I don't know. But we have to try, otherwise we don't learn. And yeah, I have to make notes as well. I haven't done any notes yet, but I will start to do that because I need to. So because this is so applicable in like if I'm gonna make a future project, this is gonna be so applicable because it's just gonna help me, right? So for example, instead of having current target, I just filter each item, and then I have the div, right? I have the container. I can just use current target to manipulate the DOM and stuff like that. So that is something that I have right now. So yeah, now we have it. So all right, guys, I'm back. So I keep getting it. I'm telling you guys, I'm so busy. But so yeah, like when we click this, we also need to add this one, and we need to add a class to it. So because when we click this one, we should have a if statement or something like that, you know. Oh, it's gonna be complicated. I'm just trying to think how to do this, but at least we can do this, right? When we click this and this, we can increment it, right? So we need to give this and this a class, and we need to have an if statement that if it goes lower than, if it's equal, yeah, if it's less or equal to 1 and you click this one, it's gonna go back to add to cart, right? So how are we gonna do that? Let's do the incrementation first. So again, that needs to happen within the item, right? Because this is the specific item. So I am thinking that we need to add this. That's the first thing we need to do. So I'm gonna go to button. Again, I need to so we're gonna say decrement, and increment. And this needs to be, so we need to have a class in, but how is it gonna track each one? Yeah, it's simple. We just have a class, right? And we're gonna call it the amount, and because I want it to be, but we can get it from JavaScript like that. So we're gonna 1. I don't want to miss anything, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why am I counting? Oh my god, maybe I got a bit excited here. Because like in my head I know what to do, but I don't know how to write the JavaScript codes properly. But in my head I know what I need to do, you know. So if I click this, I mean we need to save, right? Okay, and we are going to go here, and we are going to yeah, because I want it to be, yeah, because that's gonna, you have to click, right? But for each item, I don't know if I can I don't know if I can do this. Const item query selector, and we say amount. Item amount. So we're getting it here, and then we're doing item amount text content equals 1. or we can just say like 1. Okay, it's working. We have 1. So now we have this, right, for each item, and we need that. It needs to be let, because it's gonna change. So if we click increment, if e target class list contains increment, we want to item amount plus plus, else if e target, this is very long, I'm pretty sure we can, like, there's a way to like make it shorter, decrement, and I could do this in the what is it called, ternary operator. I could do it, I think. Item amount. So I hope this will work. No. Cannot set properties of null setting. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. And here we can say -1. But I don't know, this is not working. Because we need to text content, it doesn't working. So I think it's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we can see if this works. Console log test. I always like to test. So we're gonna do, yeah, it's not even registering. It's not even registering there. So I don't know why. Let me see. Console. Add node list for each. Yeah, we managed to do it successfully here. I think it's block scoped. So I think I need to do it here maybe. Because it's when we click, right? So let's see what we get. This is gonna be fucking. Let's see. Let's refresh. It's not working. So I wonder why. No listener tabs, so this is something else. Yeah, we're not getting any error message. So I don't know why. Item query selector. I don't know. Does it have to be in there? Oh. And we're happening here, right? So every time you click, this is gonna trigger. If that's true, you wanna increment item amount, right? But why is it not working? Alright guys, that's it. I have to go actually. So, but I need to figure out why this is not working, because to me it makes sense, right? We're getting the item amount, which is a variable I've created, and it's basically taking the item query selector, right, the actual thing here that matches the first element that is descendant of a node that matches the class of selector, which is this one, so that should match. And because we see it here, and then we have this, right? This should work. But yeah, because we're just plussing it, right? I don't know. Let's try to change. Let's say text context equals something like that. So yeah. Okay guys, so that was it. Very short video, but that's because I have to sleep and I have to get up in an hour, and I need to get up again in 1 a.m. My schedule is messed up guys right now, so if you're actually watching my videos and you're like, yeah, I'm a bit messed up right now, but I'm trying my best guys. So but that's it. I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna study this, and I'm gonna see what I made wrong. I might actually redo the entire thing just to practice after studied everything, because I feel like I messed up a lot. So yeah guys, that's it. Peace.